Hello everyone. Today I am going to take standard 8 science subject. Our chapter is chapter number 3, synthetic fibers and plastic. As the name of the chapter indicates, synthetic. Synthetic meaning means chemically processed and fibers mean thread-like material. As we all know that human beings needs clothes to wear and these clothes are made up of fabrics and these fabrics are made from the fibers. These fibers are the thread-like material, they are flexible, smooth and stronger. These fibers can be obtained by two ways. They can be obtained naturally or man-made. So fibers are of two types, natural and artificial. As in previous standard you studied about the natural fibers, for example cotton, jute and silk. Such type of fibers are obtained naturally. They are the animal products or the plant products. Such type of fibers are known as natural fibers. Already you know that cotton, jute and silk. But in this chapter we discuss about the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers means they are prepared through the chemical processes. They are man-made. They are prepared in the industries. They are made by the man. So such type of fibers are known as artificial fibers, man-made fibers or synthetic fiber. So synthetic fibers are the fibers, they are thread-like materials, stronger and they can be obtained by the chemical processes. Actually these fibers are the thread-like material. These are the chain. You have seen the thread? So such type of fibers are made up of the smaller unit and these smaller units are known as monomer. Mono means one, mer means unit. So when the one unit, different types of single units, smaller units united together to form a chain and this chain of larger units are known as polymer. Poly means many. So in the synthetic fiber, many smaller units united together to form a larger unit. This larger unit is known as a polymer. So synthetic fiber is a polymer. As you can see this beads, chain of beads. In this chain of beads, one single bead is known as monomer. So each smaller unit is monomer like this bead. And when many number of beads united together to form a chain-like structure, then it forms a fiber. And then this chain of the beads is known as polymer. So this monomer and polymer can be explained with the help of these beads of chain. Now the types of synthetic fiber. So as synthetic fibers are the fibers which are chemically processed and they are obtained through the man. So there are four types of synthetic fibers according to this chapter: rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. So first we will discuss about the rayon. Rayon is not a fully synthetic fiber. It is a semi-synthetic. Semi-synthetic means half of the characteristics is according to the natural fiber and half is according to the synthetic fiber. So this rayon is known as semi-synthetic fiber. Now it is also known as artificial silk. Its appearance is just like a silk. Silk is also having the shining appearance. This rayon is also having the luster. It is also having the shining appearance. So it is termed as an artificial silk. As I told you, this rayon is synthesized from the plant products, wood pulp. Its monomer unit is cellulose and cellulose is found in the wood pulp. So this comes under the semi-synthetic. So this cellulose, this rayon fiber is formed through the plant product. So it is the semi-synthetic fiber and its monomer unit is cellulose. Now the properties. As we know that silk is very expensive, but according to this rayon, it is less expensive. It is cheaper in comparison to the natural silk. Now dyed in different colors. This rayon fibers can be dyed in different colors, means whatever color you want, this rayon can be fiber. It is more stronger than the silk. It is soft, smooth, and it is having the shining like luster. I am showing one example. It is a handkerchief of the silk. So it is also having the shining appearance. It is having the luster, silk-like. This is the example of a rayon. Now uses: bed sheets, carpets, dress material, saris, curtains. These are the different uses of the rayon. Now the next fiber is nylon. This nylon is first fully synthetic fibers. As you studied that the rayon is semi-synthetic, but nylon is the first fully synthetic fiber, and it is obtained from the reaction of cold, water and air. Now its monomer unit. The monomer unit of nylon is caprolactam. Now its property. This nylon is having the elasticity property. In elastic, this nylon is used. It is very strong. It is very light in weight. It is easy to wash. It dries quickly. It is having the shining appearance, that is luster. So according to these properties, now here are some uses of the nylon. It is used in socks, robes, tents, toothbrush, parachute. This nylon is very strong. So it is used in making the parachutes, in ropes for climbing the mountain. So here are some examples. This is a sock. So in this sock, the nylon fibers are used. This is a rope. In rope, means rope we are using for any purpose. In that we need a strong fiber. So for that we use the rope that are made up of nylon. Now the next fiber is polyester. Polyester, in this the monomer unit is ester. Ester is a chemical which gives fruit-like smell. Now the properties of polyester. It remains crisp. It is easy to wash. It dries quickly. It do not get wrinkled. And according to these properties, there are different forms of polyester. Here are 4 different forms of polyester: terylene, polycoat, PET and polywool. Terylene and polycoat are the examples or the forms of the polyester which are usually used in making the dress material, sari, shirts, for dupattas. Here is one example of the polyester. So this is dupatta. This is having the polyester fibers. Now the next is PET. The full form of PET is polyethylene terephthalate. This PET having the characteristics of fibers as well as plastic. So it is used in making the bottles, making the containers, utensils and wires. Now the next is polywool. This polywool is very soft in nature. It is having the wool-like appearance, but it is not a wool, it is an artificial. So these are used in filling the soft toys and cushion pillow. You have seen the soft toys. Inside soft toys, a wool-like material is there. But it is not a wool. It is not a cotton. So that is synthetic. So that material is a polywool. The last fiber, the last synthetic fiber is acrylic. Acrylic is a polymer and its monomer unit is acrylonitrile. This acrylic looks like a wool. So it is an artificial wool. It is not obtained naturally with the sheep or animals, but it is manufactured, takes place in the industries by man-made. So its properties are, in comparison to the natural wool, it is relatively cheap. It can be available in all type of colors. In variety of colors, it can be available. It is durable, affordable, and uses of the acrylic is sweater, shawls, and blanket. Here is one example of the acrylic. This is a woolen sweater. So sweaters can be made from the synthetic fiber, that is acrylic. Now we will see some common characteristics of the synthetic fiber. First is dry up quickly. They can be dry easily. They can be dry quickly. They are easy to wash. They are durable. They are strong, less expensive. In comparison to the natural fiber, all synthetic fibers are cheaper. They are strong in comparison to the natural fiber, and they can be easily available in the markets. They can be easily available in different types of colors. But still the synthetic fiber is having one disadvantage, as these synthetic fibers are made up of the chemicals. So on heating, these synthetic fibers melts, and when it melts, if we wear the clothes made up of synthetic fiber, then it catches the fire easily, and this after melting it sticks to our body and it is injurious for us. So while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory, we should avoid using the synthetic fibers. Now the next topic of this chapter is plastic. This we will see in the next session, and for the further details you can see the description box. Thank you.